Hi there guys, my name's Brian. I'm going to bring you along in my journey. The journey is going to be building my own Mini. Now, I've had this kind of childhood fantasy of having a Mini, and finally, as you get older, it's came true, and I went out and I went and bought one. Now, the Mini in general is going to be called the Little General. Now, once you see the Mini, you know there's probably going to be a bit of work to be done. It started its life out as a 1984 Mini Mayfair. It's had quite a lot of owners, and I probably paid, in fact I know I paid well over the odds for it, but you know, when I seen it I was like, that could be a project for me. Now, it has been round the houses a little bit. It's probably got a bit of kind of bodging and dodging all the way through the whole car. So as I kind of go through some of the features and some of the styling of the car, you'll probably see yourself as I'm kind of dismantling, and you'll see the results of it. Obviously it's a Mini, so there is going to be rust all over the top of it. So let's hope for the best. It's not too bad, and we'll have a wee look at the car. Let's go and have a look. This is my 1984 Mini Mayfair. As you can see, it doesn't look like a normal Mini Mayfair. It's probably been round the block a little bit, as I said previously. Obviously it looks like someone's went for the kind of boy racer style look on the car, with the wider wheels. If we can have a look there. The wider wheels with the wider arches, etc. Now, the car has been vinyl wrapped, so it is a bit of a mess. Vinyl wrap's terrible. You can see in there, look, absolutely shocking. But as I said, heart and head, I had to go for it. Now, there's obviously going to be quite a lot of issues in relation to the car. It is a Mini, so rust's going to be one of them. I've already taken off the boot at the moment. I'm going to take some of the wrap off if I can get the chance. I've kind of started that just now, so we'll be trying to film as much as possible. But as what it is, it's got rust and it's got a leak in there, so that all need to be removed. Someone's obviously tried to do a kind of Mini Cooper style with the two petrol caps. One is a real one is actually just fake. Some sort of sound system that isn't even plugged up is also inside. What I'll also do is I'll just show you inside the car as well, if I can. So the car does have a roll cage, as you can see, and that is front to back. Some sort of seats. Not too bad actually, the seats, to be honest. Probably not going to be kept in the car. It does, if we can step inside, have some sort of stereo in here as well, which is pretty basic. But we've also got one of these kind of speedos. This is obviously from a motorbike of some sort. Now it is plugged up, it does work, but I think there is a few connections are not in place, because obviously this is for a kind of modern, more modern car. So we're obviously going on this. This is probably just going to have a fuse box and, you know, no ECU in it. So it's searching for engine management, etc. And obviously somebody has made their own dash as well. There is obviously a few things I'll need to kind of figure out with the vehicle. There are some switches down here. They're all pretty poor, in fact, to be perfectly honest, and some of them don't actually do anything. The headline itself, if you see, it's absolutely tatty all the way around the whole place. So that is going to be obviously removed and replaced at some point. So there is quite a bit of work to be done just now. So what I'll do is I'll try and get some of the wrapping off just now, the vinyl wrap, see how we get on with that, and yeah, let's go along for the journey. Let's look at it as like a diary, in other words, on the progress of the vehicle. Right, well, may as well go and have a look at the boot, in other words, or in America, what do they call it in America? A trunk. Yeah, trunk door, boot door. Let's go with that. Alright guys, I'm back in a minute. Taking the boot off the car, just to get some of the vinyl wrap off. I've taken the seal off round about the door. So that is now on the floor now. Now, right away, the top half looked actually pretty good. Yeah, there's nothing there at all when you obviously come round, but obviously once we start getting to the bottom half of the door, you know, this is the kind of stuff we're getting now, you know. So there's quite a lot of rust, we'll say. Who would have thought, on a Mini? So there's going to be quite a bit of repair on that, or we'll see where I have to get a replacement. But it's only the bottom half of the door, so we'll just see. We'll just see once I've obviously got this all pulled off. But yeah, it's not looking too great at this point in time. Alright guys, here we go then. Try and take the wrap off. This is the boot. So I've been kind of trying to remove some of this wrap. It's been an absolute pain in the you know what, the cahoolies. So I've got a heat gun, but I think this is a little bit too hot for the kind of job I require. I think a hairdryer would probably be slightly better, just for the sheer fact of when I start heating this up with this, it comes really soft really quickly, which then breaks. Once it's obviously dry, it's just solid, absolutely solid. So you know, even just giving it just a tiny bit of heat, you know, does make it move. But you know, it's very minimal. So if I heat this up, then you can see it just becomes really soft really quickly. And you know how hot these things are. I mean, these can strip paint off, you know, all sorts of stuff. So I think I'm just gonna have to, you know, see, as you can see, that's not even anywhere near that, and it's just becoming an absolute pain. So perfectly honest, this is going to be an absolute slog, trying to peel all of this off. So I'm not going to bore you, to be perfectly honest, with trying to take, you know, this bloody vinyl wrap off. So what I'll do is I'll maybe come back once I get some of this off, and we can see where I'm going with the next part of the car. But hopefully this kind of gets us a wee idea of where it's starting from, and maybe try and get the process moving. I mean, we are kind of kicking off the shirt off the back of Christmas now, and this is obviously just getting started, so you know, it's going to be a fair old journey this with getting this wrap off. So I think in the next few days what I'll do is I'll pick up a wee cheap hairdryer, and just I think it'll be a wee bit more manageable, and probably a wee bit safer, to be perfectly honest, because these things are very hot. So alright guys, I'll leave it at that. Not much to see in this very first video, but hey ho, let's just crack on with this, and I'll see you on the next vid. Right, so looks like the door was red and silver, with a very poor paint job underneath. Yeah, so overall, this will all need to be taken back to bare metal. Terrible flaking paint underneath. Some rust spots underneath as well. Some parts. There's also rust all the way down the bottom here, which is pretty bad actually. The rest of the door's actually not too bad. I'll just obviously, once I kind of get it back to the bare metal. These look like these have been filled in here as well. Fills. But overall, there's a lot of the actual car that's this door that's actually not too bad, considering. You know, it could have been worse. So we're off to a kind of semi-decent start at the moment, but once we kind of get deeper into the rest of the car, I think we're going to see a lot more scares. It does have oversills, so I am already, you know, prepared for the worst. And yeah, you know, as I said, I'm a novice at this, so this is just something that's, you know, I've loved Mini since I was a child. I used to buy all the Mini magazines as well. and I never ever had the opportunity. And obviously things have changed over the last year or so, and especially with relationships and so forth. So now I'm free to do whatever I like, and I went basically heart over head. Probably could have went and got a better Mini, or at least a cheaper Mini in the same condition, but you know, it is what it is. So what we'll do is I'll have another wee look at this door, etc. And that's the first part of the vinyl wrap off. It's just a case of doing the same to the rest. The good thing was, what I did, instead of obviously just heating the plastic, I heated actually from the back side here. So I actually heated up the door with the heat gun. And what that just allowed me then just to have enough heat in the actual panel just to actually peel it off, and it actually came off pretty easy. But overall the door's not too bad. I'm actually quite surprised, but I'm sure there'll be a few scares once I actually take it back down to bare metal. But so far so good, not too bad. Nothing that I feel that I'm going to be shocked about, or that I can't fix. So it'll just be a case of working out what to do with all this, because obviously it's just this top part. So the part that's actually connected to here is actually rusted. The actual door underneath is actually pretty fucking good, pardon my French. So I'm not really too sure what to do this time. What I'll do is I'll grind all that off and take all that rusted piece out. And then if anybody can advise what's the best port of call in relation to that, because as I said, it's only on this back piece. It's not actually on this front piece underneath. So any advice would be really good. But obviously I will remove all that at some point. I'm going to have a wee tidy up tonight. This was just really a tester and see how well the door and so forth would come apart. So it's a restart, so better tidy up my dad's garage, otherwise he'll be moaning at me. So there we go. You can see the colour that was underneath looks like a red and a silver, a red and white. So they went with the opposite, in other words. But I mean, the roof is actually looking not too bad. Obviously it's been prepped at some point with doing other things. Gutter's actually not too bad either. To be honest, the car so far hasn't jumped out with anything that's too dramatic. There is obviously a few wee welds and stuff to do over the period of time. As you can see, it's nothing's actually terrible, you know. So hopefully I'll just be able to get some of this, you know, fixed over a period of time. But we'll see if that focuses there. But yeah, obviously this is actually fiberglass, this black thing here, so I'll probably replace that with a proper bonnet at some point. But at the moment what we'll do is I'll just get everything stripped as I would, and we can prepare for the rest of the stripping of the car. It's just going to take a while because I have to take the lights off and all sorts of stuff, but you know, I will be dismantling all the vehicle at some point. So yeah, let's go on to the next one.